Hello, hello, hello. So I'm doing this video live with you. If you're watching, let me know in the comments. Tell me where you're watching from. And this is an epic time for me to do this video because it was not supposed to be this video, but I'm like, what a beautiful experience that gonna allow me to teach you 3 tips that you could put in place when or before you go live, whether it's on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever you go live. And my purpose right now is to help you not let situations that you don't control stop you from becoming visible. So I'm going to give you those 2 tips, and I want you to really be clear on those so that nothing's going to help you or prevent you from showing up. And this is exactly what happened a few seconds ago. I was going live with a guest. So it's my show. It's at least twice a month. I book amazing guests, and then we were ready. We set up everything. We had our mics. We were live on Instagram, one on YouTube, LinkedIn. Everything was set up. And then when I hit go live, no kidding, here's what happened. My guest lost the power at her house where she lives. So, I could scream, I could panic, I could just go blank. But no, everybody's alive. It happens. So this is why I'm going to give you 3 things to think about for either because you hesitate to go live, and if you do, it's okay, right? I'm going to help you to find the confidence to go live. If you don't know me yet, I'm Angélique Binet. I am the founder of Social Media Love, and I help women entrepreneurs who already have a very successful business and an amazing network, but they never took the leap to go online. I help them build the foundation of a social media ecosystem that not only supports their sales, their business, but also their personal growth, because becoming visible is really about becoming visible to yourself first. So, this is my mission. I'm here to inspire, amplify women entrepreneurs' visibility through, the online world and the inward world, one post, one video, one belief at a time. So let's dive in. What is it that I really want to get across with this video is that there will be cases when you do live event online, such as a Facebook Live or LinkedIn Live, where you gonna lose either the power, or your computer gonna crash, or you're gonna lose your mind, or your guest's gonna be completely out of whack for whatever reason that day. There are things that are gonna happen. And I feel that when you're clear about this, and at the end of the day, you realize that it's really not more than just a fact, it happens, then we're fine. Nobody dies. So to go back to that example I just gave you, I was live on Instagram because we always start with Instagram Live because it takes a little bit of time to find each other. I was talking, and then I realized that my guest was not showing up. So what did I do? I explained the audience. I literally said, listen, my guest is not showing up. Something is probably happening. So it could be, you tell your audience. Tip number 1 is be aware that things can happen and nobody gonna die. Number 2, when it happens, tell your audience. I used to be a TV reporter, and even those big TV broadcasting companies, they have some crash sometimes. And suddenly you're alone on TV, and there is no more response. Like, you don't know if you should be speaking or not. This happens. And what it does, it actually shows your audience that you are totally a human person, that, you know, um, and there is no reason to panic or to judge what the situation or judge yourself. You are not in control of external things. What you do, your job is to show up. What happens after, then it's okay. You'll deal with it when it happens. So that's number 2. um, So why is it super important to understand this? It's because as soon as you understand that um, you it's one thing to to be hesitant to become visible, and then I hear a lot of women telling me, I'm not techie. I don't know how to use Facebook Live. I don't know even how to use my phone, therefore I won't show up, right? So the tech is one thing, and a lot of time we hide behind that tech challenge. So I'm gonna invite you to really study this within you, how much of the tech and how much of the real story you tell yourself about becoming visible. Some people are worried to be judged by their peer in their industry, or they're worried that they're not going to know what to say, or they're worried that they're going to be judged in the comments, right? So all those fears are totally legit, and they come from a place that we're not going to go into today. But I just want to bring to your awareness that there is, the tech aspect that, yeah, sometimes technology doesn't cooperate, like tonight for my show. And then there is you. How much are you willing, no matter what, to show up, right? So that's why, by knowing this, and knowing that what to do if something happens, you tell your audience, guys, um, something is happening. I can't hear my guest. It could be anything. As long as you communicate with your audience, people are going to completely understand. And you can even put levity in that and have a little bit of humor, right? So just to go back to my story, when I was telling Instagram my guest is not showing up, then I received an email from her, and she said, "Oh my God, we just got a power outage exactly when you push the button go live. How is that possible?" So what I did is I read the email to the audience on Instagram. How cool is that? Like they were living through the challenge, the tech challenge with me, and that makes even the experience even more, I guess, palpable for them. Uh, so I recapped. Number one, be aware that things out of your control happens when you go live, and nobody dies at the end of it. Okay. Number two, tell your audience what's going on. If you have a technical difficulty or you don't feel well suddenly or something happened, tell your audience. They will completely get it. And the last thing I want to tell you is more before you press the live button, because this is what I've noticed, especially when you have multiple guests. Sometimes in the back room, discussions happen and you haven't pressed the go live button, but you are about to go live. And sometimes tech go makes you go live before you want to. So and again, that comes back to my TV life, because it happens on TV. How many times it didn't happen a lot for me, because once it happens once, you're very careful the next time. And it happens once online for me as well. You talk, you think that this is not live, and you are saying weird stuff, or you are gossiping, or things that you don't want everybody to hear, and you don't know that you're live. So make sure that once you're in front of a camera, in front of your lens on your desktop, that you're very aware of what you're saying, because you could be live. It happened to me and to others, right? So you never know. Or at the end of the live, it doesn't end, and then you keep, blah, blah, blah. But it's not the end of the world. But sometimes, if you have guests that are gossipy, that doesn't look good. It doesn't feel good, I should say. So I hope my three little tips of what to do before going live helps you. I also gonna put in the comments. Um, oh, I'm gonna give you a bonus. I had a bonus tip, because sometimes when you're really scared of going live, and then you go live, and then suddenly you lose track of what you say. So maybe you have some notes, maybe not. But most of the time, I would suggest that you have 2 to 3 bullet points to make sure that you don't lose track. But never hesitate to tell your audience, hey, let me check my notes. Let me check my notes. I want to make sure I share with you all the tips I wanted to share with you today. So then you take the time, which actually gives me time here to give you my little freebie here. Here we go. Because when you do videos like this, what I want for you is to take those videos and repurpose them into content for all your social media platforms. And potentially, if you have a signature platform that is a blog, a podcast, or a video platform like YouTube, you can repurpose this, right? In a way that allows you to just do one thing and serve multiple purposes. So this is why the thing, the thingy is this today. I'm gonna put that in the comments, if not in the description. It's 10 ideas to repurpose your signature content. And so if you're someone who'd like to drive traffic to your podcast, your blog, or your videos more than just once, right? Then this is the little tool that you're gonna help you go a long way. You know, whether you have a virtual assistant or maybe you do your own marketing yourself, this is going to give you a structure to follow week after week. Okay. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this is helpful for you. I just want you to learn from my experience. And again, I have so many stories I could share with you, either from my TV life or from my online visibility life, that things happen when you use technology. And it's okay that it doesn't work always the way you want. Just don't give up, find another way, reschedule. This is what we've done with Renee. We're gonna reschedule. Okay, ciao ciao.